What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, just very quickly before we go ahead and get into the topic of today's video, I do want to thank each and every one of you guys for all the support on this YouTube channel. It's been absolutely insane, especially since we've been taking a little bit of a break from maining, the same game, talking about the same stuff, to branching out and trying different types of content. The support has been just out of this world, and I really do appreciate it. But if you guys do enjoy what you see here and you want a little bit more extra, I do live stream every single day over on my Twitch channel, starting at around 11 a.m. Eastern time. Besides Sundays, actually. I don't stream on Sundays. If you guys want to catch me and actually chat with me, I'm a lot more active on there. I'm always talking it up with chat. I take a ton of pride in that. So if you guys want to, see a little bit more content, by all means, tune to my Twitch channel. And of course, like I said, stay tuned on this channel for more content because, of course, I'm going to be talking about the brand new season that's coming out in Halo, some more information that's coming out in Call of Duty. I believe there's stuff coming out for Hell Let Loose. I mean, God, the games are endless. The finals, I want to talk about that as well. So stay tuned if you guys are in the mood to hear more about some FPS content in games. And also, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to mention this as well, that this gameplay that you're watching right here, I did go ahead and do the Easter egg. So if you're a little curious about what happens when the rocket goes off and all that stuff, it's going to be showcased in this gameplay right here. And I just love that you could do this in a public match. It's so badass. And it's really simple as well. You're not really going to get killed that much. It's not going to be too many problems. And it can cause an in-game event that will actually add to the atmosphere for everybody else as well. It's really cool, and honestly, me personally, I highly suggest anytime you guys load up on this map in Conquest to give it a shot. Try to do the event and just, like I said, add the atmosphere to everybody else in the lobby as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today's video is absolutely massive because we're going to be diving a little bit deeper into Season 4 because DICE went ahead and revealed some more information about that, and at the same exact time, we're going to be diving into Season 5. Yes, you heard that correctly. DICE is so confident right now with their vision with this game that they already went ahead and showcased some new content that's coming within Season 5. I have to be real with you guys. I am so freaking happy to be a Battlefield fan right now. Every week, there is something new to either talk about, discuss, or even just as a fan, someone who doesn't want to do content, just simply to read and understand and see the direction that the game is going. It's like, this is all we as the community have been asking for in every game title out there, is this type of communication. Weekly, just little updates, have a team that puts stuff together, let us know about the development of the game. They have their own little podcast that they put out pretty much weekly that they, once again, keep us updated behind the scenes on what's going on with development. There's so many ways for a fan of the Battlefield franchise to indulge in behind-the-scenes content, and that is very crucial, especially for the hardcore audience. Now, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, today's video is going to be all about Season 4 and Season 5, and trust me, it is going to be a lot that we have to go ahead and discuss. As I just said, DICE has been just splurging with information right now, and I gotta say, I am in love with everything that I saw within the brand new map that's coming within Season 4, the new weapons that we're getting within Season 4, the new specialists that we're getting within Season 4. Everything across the board looks so clean and fun. Again, the weapons looked great. They look like they handle fantastic. Once again, it's going to be something that's going to be added into the mix of weaponry that are already fantastic as they are in the first place. So more variety never hurts the game in any way, shape, or form. The new map looks phenomenal. They also put a huge emphasis that one of the flag points is going to be in, I forget exactly, it's going to be in some type of building. It's going to be some Levolution. That's basically the moral of the story here. There's going to be some form of Levolution. There's going to be a building that could be completely torn down, and basically the flag area will kind of evolve as this happens. And, this is something that we all want to see. We want more Levolution. We want more destruction when it comes to Battlefield. We want that type of atmosphere, only, of course, if it works within the game and it doesn't kill our performance. But so far, so good. It seems like all the things that they added in the remakes have been good. All the new maps that they made have been good. And I don't really think anything like this is going to drastically change performance for a lot of players out there. I think it's going to work perfectly fine. And I am beyond excited to see what they have in store. Then they went ahead and showcased off the whole map of Discarded. That is something that I was really excited about, and I'm really glad they did. Every last point of interest they showcased, and it all looks phenomenal. The words, I can't put words out for you guys with how impressed and excited I am to finally play this, because I like Discarded in certain ways, but again, it was too open. You could tell that all the original maps in this game were supposed to be for a battle royale. You could tell because the cover just simply isn't there. But in all the remakes, playing as an infantry player, playing as someone in a tank, playing as someone in a helicopter, doesn't matter what you play, the flow is there across all these maps, and Discarded, it looks like the flow is going to be there as well. They added additional cover to the boats, they added additional cover between points, they changed around a couple of flags to make the points of interest more active. Trust me, when we finally get to play Discarded again, the gameplay and the flow is going to be just next level. And again, I just can't wait for the type of variety that we're going to have within this game. I know it's a remake, and everybody's going to come into the comment section and say, oh, JB, you're hyping up a remake. It's something that was already in the original game. And I agree. I completely agree. we should be getting a lot more new content at this point, and it does suck that they have to go ahead and remake all of the maps at launch, but realistically, it was EA's fault. EA forced them to make a Battle Royale in the beginning, and then they forced them to completely scrap everything about a Battle Royale and make it into, an actual Battlefield game, and over half the developers working on this title don't even know how to make a Battlefield game. So to see them make this progress, it's all I'm looking for. I've mentioned this many times in the past, and I'll keep mentioning it now. I don't expect Battlefield 2042 to become some top-tier Battlefield game or the next best thing. The only thing I'm really using Battlefield 2042 for is just to see if the developers understand what we want and see if they know what they're even doing in the first place. And everything they've been doing has just been on point. Now, of course, like I said, that is not all, ladies and gentlemen. Not only did DICE come out and deep dive into the Season 4 content to give us, a little behind-the-scenes look before it actually launches on the 28th of this month, but they also went a bit further. And this isn't a leak, because it's not a leak. This is just confirmed information that they decided that we can see a bit early. But they showed us concept art of the brand new map coming within Season 5. And I am in love. Look at this. Look at this. Not only is it beautiful, gorgeous, but it looks like, once again, it's just the style that we want out of Battlefield 2042. It's just like all the other concept art in the past. But the only difference is that now DICE understands good map design for a Battlefield game. So hopefully this concept art will come to life more than the previous concept arts that we've seen in the past. This just looks phenomenal. I'm beyond excited. And further past this point, they also went ahead and gave us a little sneak peek and some more knowledge about the Hourglass remake. Probably the most anticipated remake coming into Battlefield 2042, because Hourglass might be one of the worst maps in the overall game. Now, I was worried. I was thinking to myself, why would they make this map the last one to be remade? This should be the first one because it's so freaking bad. But in the back of my mind, I thought, maybe they're just doing a lot. A map this size, there's so much potential to be done and so many things that can be changed around that, realistically, I could see it taking this much time for them to remake it, as long as they, actually put forth the effort to change that much. And boy, am I happy to report to you that it seems like they are changing that much. I mean, the sneak peek that they showed us basically is they're going to be having a whole underground tunnel area, basically, I'm assuming, for infantry combat. So it's not just all up on the, the top of, sand dunes and all this crap where snipers and tanks are just sniping you across the map. Apparently, there's going to be an underground section from, what do they say, around the highway area over to the actual city, which is phenomenal, because if you don't remember, the highway area is horrible, especially in Breakthrough. It's horrible. Bro, Breakthrough on Hourglass is going to be so much better now with that underground area. All I remember is if your team decides not to use smokes, getting past that next Breakthrough objective from the highway into the city was just a nightmare. It's doable. Usually you'll always do it, but man, it sucks pushing up there. You'll die a lot over and over and over again. So that is a good addition, and honestly, seeing that they put that much effort into just, trying to incorporate a whole new tunnel to allow infantry to have fun on this map, I can't wait to see what the rest of this map is going to look like. Again, every map that they have remade has been completely remodeled from the ground up, basically. So they only showed us one segment of Hourglass, okay, people? They showed us one section. One teeny tiny little section of Hourglass. That's it. Okay? There's a whole map to be showcased, and I cannot wait to see what they have in store. DICE, thank you for this communication. Thank you for keeping up with your community. Thank you for letting us know these things. And thank you for allowing us to be a part of the process. You could have handled this in any other way, and honestly, you could have probably, you still made bank off the initial sales of Battlefield 2042. Realistically, you don't have to do crap with this game, but the fact that you guys are proving that you care more about the community instead of handling it like COD right now, where they just say, okay, we already got our initial sales, shove everything off, work on a Warzone, and move on to the next COD game. You guys said, okay, we are going to move on and work on the next Battlefield game. Don't worry, we know that Battlefield 2042 is a flop, and we need to start working on the next game from the ground up. But that doesn't mean we're giving up, and it doesn't mean that we're going to let our community down. And you fought every step of the way. I've never seen something so, or I shouldn't say something, but I've never seen someone or somebody or some team so devoted. That's not an indie team, of course, a AAA team. I've never seen someone so devoted to fixing over their game, especially with EA as their heads, because you remember Anthem. I mean, that game was completely cut. It's not abnormal for EA to cut off a project if it's ass. But right here, right now, it seems like Battlefield has a pretty good future, and I'm really excited to see what they have in store when it comes to 2042, especially when we finally get to Season 5. And don't forget, guys, remember the reimagined map? The reimagined map? Now, I don't remember if it's coming to Season 4 or Season 5, but whenever it's coming, we're also getting a reimagined map, basically a map that is similar to something that we saw in the past, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, some OG Battlefield game, but it's going to be basically taking place in a different area around it. So think Siege of Shanghai, but looking across the water. You'll be fighting across the water, and then in the new version of the Siege of Shanghai, you will look across the water and see the original Siege of Shanghai. You see, that's the concept that they're having here. It's going to be on an original map, but it's not going to be in that map. It's going to be in the the area, but it's not going to be the actual map itself. So I'm so curious to see which map that they decide to, remake, remodel, rework. It's going to be phenomenal. I can't wait. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like button. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content, subscribe at that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, this is Do We Do So, Twitter and Discord, both linked down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.